Hello ladies and gentlemen, An Idiot Imports is sponsored by PlayAsia, and this copy of the game you're about to see probably came from them as part of their sponsorship deal, unless I very specifically say it didn't in the video. If you want to support this series, use the link in the description to go to PlayAsia and buy an item or two. It'll help me out and increase the budget I get for import games. You can also use the coupon code BLUEVITA at checkout to save a bit of money, but it won't count towards my sales if you don't use that link. Either way, thanks for your support and enjoy the show. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out Fate Extella Link. I wasn't actually planning on doing an Idiot Imports on this one, but, well, I had this one pre-ordered from PlayAsia thinking that, oh, they won't actually release it in English on the Vita in the West because that just seemed to be the way things were going, and as it turns out, they are actually doing it, but I already had this pre-ordered and I couldn't be bothered to cancel it, so let's give it a look anyway, shall we? Give you a little bit of something or other to tide over until the English version comes out. As you can see, I've been playing for about 3 hours at this point, and that is pretty close to actually finishing the game, although this game doesn't exactly have... how do I put this? It doesn't do story in the traditional way that finishing it really means something in the same way it does normally, but we'll load into the game and actually help you understand that. So, we got an options menu. It's a pretty big options menu, but it's not that hard to understand. You got game difficulty, and all of this stuff here is basically just UI stuff, more or less, whether or not you want to see certain things. I left it all on for convenience. These are all your camera settings. These are your controls. These are your sound sliders. This is just some licensing. I don't know what that option is up above the one that I'm currently on now. And the one I'm currently on now is my player's gender and my player's name, although it's not really player as much as master in this game, isn't it? You do have a gallery, which gives you a bunch of different things: background music, concept art, models, stuff like that, you know, nothing too out of the ordinary. There's all the servants I have unlocked so far. Not all of them, but I've got a fair few. Most of them haven't actually been unlocked in the story yet, but there are 2 different modes of play where you get to explore some of the other ones, and Lancelot kicks fucking ass. Like, you have no idea just how hard he beats the crap out of people in this game. Holy crap. I don't know anything about Fate. I haven't played any of it except Extella and Extella Link. I do have Stay Night sitting on my GPD Win 2, but Lancelot just wipes the floor with everything in this game. But anyway, so you've got 2 different modes you can go through. You've got your story mode, which is exactly what you expect. And then you've got your extra battle. I'm going to do one of each, because I actually want to show you just how awesome Lancelot is in this game. But yeah, we'll get to extra battle when we get to it. For now, let's just go and hop into the story. As far as I can tell, this does the whole branching plots thing. And you go through and you play a stage, and you get to choose what stage you move on to next. And once you've done that, you just keep going throughout the story until you hit a specific ending. There are multiple endings in this game, and there is one true ending, and there's more than 19 stages. There's actually something along the lines of 28, something like that. And the stages are actually relatively short. I mean, I remember the ones in Fate Extella being a fair bit longer, but oh well. We'll go hop into this story stage here. I hope it isn't just fight one boss in a slightly crowded room. That's what the last story stage was, and it was a little odd. We'll get a cutscene. I'll let you listen to some of it. Alright, you've heard a bit out of everyone, so I'm just going to skip to the end of this cutscene here. So, I don't know the story, haven't tried to translate it. Also, I don't have a bloody clue about Fate. I have never gone into this series at all as a thing, so yeah, it's not exactly my most knowledgeable area, but we'll work with it. As far as I can tell, you are the master of all these servants and some bad shit is going down, and that's more or less it. What the hell is this pose? What are you trying to prove? She'll actually have a bonus mission for us, and if we pass that, we'll get some install skills, but we'll get to that very shortly. But yeah, you can wander around this area in first person. I'm not entirely sure why they let you do this. Mainly because, well, let me put it this way. If I bring Nero out the front here, you can walk along, and you can like walk backwards like this and watch her run towards you, and as soon as she stops moving, her tits will fly up and hit her in the face. No, I'm not joking. The physics in this game are kind of broken, but only in that way, and it's a little weird. Also, yes, we apparently have dancing demon idols. I'm not going to claim to know anything about Fate again, so this is all really weird, but whatever. Let's go and have a look around. This is the My Room section of everything. This is where you come to pick a servant and talk to them. Yes, you can talk to them. They have voice lines and everything. Every servant has a relationship level, and the more of those side objectives you do in battle, the more of these conversations you'll be able to gain access to, which is an interesting way of going about things. Also, leveling up their relationship actually gives you install skills, so it's actually well worth the time to actually do. I'm going to pick a different servant other than her, because she's kind of... Well, I'm not going to say worthless, but it's kind of hard to make her work at all, seriously. She's kind of weak. We'll pick him. Sure, why the hell not? And he's got a higher relationship level, so I can talk to him a bit more. Pretty easy to understand stuff, right? You get more conversations as you go on, and you can even go back and watch them in the gallery if you want to. So here we can come to customize our servants. We can change what skills they have. Now, they have attack skills, which are in the blue. Yellow skills, I think they're auras, which will give you things like extra stats. And the purple ones are like long-range attacks. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get rid of that aura attack, because it's kind of worthless. Aura attacks in this game don't really do much for me, at least on the normal difficulty that I'm playing on. Also, you have to press start every time you want to back out of these menus. It's a little odd. We come down here to the install skills, and when you install a skill, it will give you some bonuses. You can see over on the right there that there's a ton of these, and they have a ton of different bonuses on each. So we can put in as many of these as we can fit in the grid, and the more of them that are next to each other are the same color, the more bonuses you'll get out of them. You can sort by different colors, you can sort by the strongest ones that you have, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, you get the general idea. I think the ones with the star in the middle are either more powerful or ones you get via talking to people. I don't exactly know the difference. We can also come down here to change their outfit, but I haven't actually unlocked the outfits yet. And yes, you can come and have a look at them in full, although that effect on his arm does not look anywhere near as bad as it does on the Vita screen. It just appears to be a error with the capture card. You come down here to level up. You can level up to the strongest of your included people. And the higher your level, the better your skills get, the more powerful they get, and the more of them you can just equip in general. Now, the nice thing about these skills here is that they actually tell you what skills will be the best to take along. You see that little symbol on the right there? That goes to that is the symbol that shows the most effective skills for that character. And if you use that skill on an opponent, you'll get them into a rush, which is basically the same sort of thing as in Dynasty Warriors. Mash the button for maximum damage. There's a couple more things you can do in here. Like down here, you can actually have a look at their profiles, including their individual skills and what they mean, which is a nice touch, even though I can't really read it. And you can come down here to see their voice lines. Yes. And what was this one again? Oh yeah, poses. Cool. Easy enough. We come back out to my room, we can come and have a look at our mystic codes. These work exactly the same way they do as in Fate Extella. You get a certain amount of bonuses from them to your installed skills, and you also have 4 different consumables you can use with the D-pad. I got this really good one here because I got all EXs on one stage, and I was able to afford this one. And it gives me a few different things, which are quite useful. We come down here, and this is where we can come to craft mystic codes. And that is actually a pretty nice one. Offense up, offense speed, and offense range up. And just a basic heal. In fact, I'm going to get that. Why the hell not? And I'll equip it too, because sure. That will actually be way more useful on someone who's already got reds. And you can disassemble any install skills and any mystic codes that you have for money. Which doesn't actually get used that much in this game. I haven't found anywhere in particular to spend your money other than leveling up all your characters. So there you go. You can also come up here. This is the dormitory, and this is where all of the servants are staying. And as far as I can tell, there doesn't really seem to be any extra benefit to this area, except you can just come here to talk to them without swapping to them, and also see all the stuff in here, their voice lines and their model animations and stuff like that. Nothing too out of the ordinary. So let's go and actually hop on a mission, shall we? Oh yeah, by the way, if you hit triangle out here, not triangle, start, this just lets you skip around to all the different areas. And there is also the ability to read all of the tutorials, of which there are plenty. Not too shabby. So let's go and hop into the battle, shall we? Except it doesn't appear that this is going to be a very good battle, judging purely by the fact that I can't even see the map. That's not a good sign. So when you're in the briefing room, you get a few options here. So you can come up here to change your servant if you want to, if you just want to do it from here. You can also come down here to the third option to change everything like you did back in the My Room area. You can also come here to change your Mystic Code. The second option, however, is your support settings. So you can choose whether or not you want them to act in a specific way, or if you just want them to come along and try and, like, you know, actually help out at random. The more support levels you get with them, the more levels you get with them in their support things by finishing their side objectives, the more abilities you'll be able to unlock there. You can also come down here to view the tutorial again, and I think this is the options menu? No, it's the side mission menu. So you can see what all your side missions are. I'm not entirely sure what all of these say, although I'm pretty sure this one here is do 40-somethings without getting your health below 50%, which is not too hard in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so I should probably just head straight into the battle, shouldn't I? This warns you what level they recommend you be, and this is actually a very good thing, especially for the extra battles. We're just going to go on normal for the time being. That's what I've been doing the entire time, and it's been working alright for me, more or less. I'm hoping it is an actual battle with, like, proper area takeovers and everything. Usually they show you the map of everything that needs to get done, though. Huh. Oh, hello, me, just taking up the back row there. No, it looks like it isn't. So let's actually go and do a proper battle instead. I'm going to jump cut to that to save you the trouble, because this looks like the end of the story fight, and it's not going to be a particularly pleasant fight to demonstrate the game on. Okay, that's more like it. So this is what a proper battle in this game really looks like. So let's just hit the go button and hop straight in. I'm a little bit over leveled for this one, so this is probably going to be relatively easy, but at the same time, I like to appear competent, if only for the shortest amount of times possible. Loading times and all that aren't that bad in this. Once you get into the game, there's no loading times between areas or anything, so it'll work just fine. When it loads. Alright. I'm just gonna skip this cutscene here. You don't need to hear much more than this. Skip another one. And in we go. So, this is Fate Extella Link. Oh great, it's this stage. I just remembered I have to take out that goddamn cannon. And you know how hard it is to take out this goddamn cannon? It is a bitch. And the problem is I have to do it. Like, if I don't take out that cannon, like, as soon as humanly possible... Well, that's a good way to introduce Francis Drake. If I don't take out that cannon as soon as humanly possible, my... what the hell do they call him? The Master, that's right. If I don't take that out as soon as humanly possible, the Master will die. Like, your Master does have limited amounts of health in this game, and if you do not take out that Master... If you do not protect your Master, I can say, take him out. What the fuck am I talking about? If you don't take him out... I just said it again. If you don't keep him safe, you will fail the mission. This has happened to me more than once. So, the game is pretty simple to understand, more or less. It's a hack and slash a la Dynasty Warriors. You have a lot of different things you can do, but your general objective is just to beat the crap out of as many dudes as you possibly can within the, you know, general objectives and time limit. What's my general objective right now? Get up to the top right by the looks of it, judging purely by the gigantic red box around the outside. I'm getting green box corners outside it, like that. Eat shit. And it's pretty damn simple to understand. So here's how it works. Square button's your main attack, triangle button is your heavy attack, circle button's your dash, X button's your jump. It's pretty simple. You can lock on using the bottom right corner of the touchscreen. Easy done. We have unlocked an area, we can move on to the next ones now. I would hope. You do have a bunch of special attacks. You use the special attacks via holding the R button and then pressing a face button. You can have up to 4 special attacks at any one time, and they all recharge independently of each other, and they're all used independently of each other, which means it actually keeps things going pretty well, because all of your different special attacks are very different, which is, I know, a weird way to say it, but they all have their different effects. Like, some will have knockbacks, some will knock them up in the air, some will cause things like paralysis, some will cause things like, yeah, just, you know, you get the idea. They're all quite varied sets of attacks, right? You do also have the drive skill, which fills up over time. It's kind of like a rage bar, and when it fills up completely, you can tap the bottom left corner of the touchscreen to activate it, and once you do, you will be moving faster, hitting harder, and just, you know, generally giving everybody a really bad day all at the same time. And you can tap the bottom left corner again to do your drive skill, which is just a gigantic screw you to anyone who might be standing in the way of it. You do also have a secondary bar over on the bottom left there, the yellow one that's filling up towards the top of the screen. That is your Noble Phantasm bar, and your Noble Phantasm bar is basically a smart bomb for everything in the bloody room. There will not be a thing that is still alive after you let off a Noble Phantasm attack in the same room. It is stupid powerful, no matter who you're using. And they come with these really fancy animations as well. Now, there's one thing I'm going to give them a lot of credit for with Link over Basic Stella. This is basically meant to be, I think, don't quote me on this, I think this is meant to be like your Extreme Legends style expansion, where they, well, not even the Extreme Legends style expansion, I'm pretty sure it's a brand new story, because I don't remember the story going like this at all, and I was watching my bloody video because I didn't remember a damn thing about Fate Extella before I started playing this, but it's got roughly the same gameplay, but I don't know why I'm enjoying this one a lot more than I did the previous game, but I will give them a lot of credit, because the overall presentation of this game is fantastic. Like, the quality of the actual beat-em-up stuff is really freaking high. Everything feels like it hits like a truck. The effects are pretty awesome for the Vita at the very least. And just the general feeling of beating the crap out of dudes and all these special moves is actually really good. Like, I don't know if this is something that was just in the original game and I missed it, but God, they did an amazing job with this one, I gotta say. I'm really not sure why. I'm really not sure why I'm finding it to be so good in this one when I didn't find it so good in Link, or, you know, unmemorable in Link. It wasn't a bad game, it was just unmemorable. Okay, it looks like that the home base has stopped being attacked, but yeah, just the overall quality of the action going on here is excellent, and it really does remind me of, like, Dynasty Warriors 8 and Shin Gundam Musu. The overall performance of the game is actually really nice as well. They kind of make up for it with the fact that the game does seem to be employing dynamic resolution, so it will get a bit pixelated at times. But it still runs really well. Like, it maintains consistent performance almost completely throughout. I've actually had a lot of trouble trying to get the game to slow down. It's impressive just how well this game manages to keep its performance up over the space of time. It just runs really well. So challenge missions are new in this game, I think. I don't really remember, honestly. But yeah, the general idea is you're given special missions throughout the mission, and if you pull them off, you get extra install skills. Or you upgrade your install skills. Because the way install skills work in this game is you get them from people, or you get them from side missions, or finishing, or pickups from this part of the game, whatever. And when you do that, you get to... When you do that, you either get them new, or if you get the same one again, it'll improve that install skill. So you want to be getting as many install skills as you want, or as I should say, as you can carry. But at the same time, you don't really need to massively worry about them because you'll get an absolute ton just by playing through the game to begin with. So not too much needs to be worried about in that sense. You'll also get, you know, you've also got your side missions which give it extra install parts, and basically everything in this game is done via either basic experience or install parts. So it keeps you out of the menus for quite a bit of time, which is nice. There are a couple of other things I haven't gone over on the battlefield yet, like you've got these things here, which are obviously pickup containers. There are also these really big shiny ones, where if you liberate the area around them, you can go back and hit them, and they'll give you like 9 install skills, a ridiculous amount of them. So you can, if you want to put effort into getting as many install skills as possible, you can do that. And install skills in this game really do improve things. Like, I don't know what half my install skills do, but there is an obvious difference between not having them and having them, and it is really nice. When you have a bunch of install skills that are working together, you can feel the difference, even if you don't understand what they're doing. It's quite great. Die. You do get pickups from time to time. They're just temporary buffs, and there's an install skill. You can also get like dress parts. Not entirely sure what they do, if I'm being honest. Probably just part of the way to unlocking new costumes. Alright, we control the place, we get the money. Now let's go get the bitches. Right, away we go. Off to the north. Hello. Come here and die quietly. Yeah, so I've apparently unlocked a gate to one of the shiny things. Awesome. Did I just... Yep, nothing's dead. Cool. And you can join your friend. There we go. Boom! Seriously, the effects in this game are super satisfying, and the sound effects that go with them, and the general music as well. It really does fit the theme. They've done a good job with it. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess we're going up there now, aren't we? Fair enough, let's do this. And let's just make this nice and easy. Noble Fanism. I don't even need to be looking at them. I can just hit L and X. And they're all there, ready to get absolutely destroyed. Everybody has their own unique version of this, by the way, and they all look pretty good. All things considered. See? All dead. And I immediately take over the area because I beat everybody. There's a couple of different ways these areas can be. Like, you'll have things such as rank 1 and rank 2 areas, where if they're connected to a bunch of other areas, they will be a fair bit stronger. What are you doing? He's using the Spirit Bomb! Maybe. I don't know anything about Fate, remember? Actually, to be fair, that looks a lot like a Spirit Bomb until it artillery fires the entire Earth. Right, I'm just guessing that was him taking out that cannon for us, which is much appreciated. The other mystic code I have, which lets me like increase my attack and whatever, it actually fills up my damn brain work with me. Oh, Noble Phantasm again. I'll save it though. I won't use it again. I'm not that lazy. Yep, I remember that happening the last time I played this stage. He just attacks, and now we have to go and earn everything back again. So yeah, the way the basic story in this game works is you have to play through all the stages to get to an ending, obviously. But there are multiple endings you can get by playing along multiple different routes, and it's not entirely out of the ordinary. It works. It's just a little bit odd. I mean, like, it might make sense if I actually understand the story. I'm just saying it's a bit weird under the consideration that I don't understand the story, that you can freely jump back and forth between timelines. But yeah, the more you go back and forth between them, the more stuff you'll unlock, and just, you know, the general better you'll get at with all your characters and just all that general crap. It's nothing too out of the ordinary. It might get a bit repetitive, though. Something tells me I want to go and try and save that, so let's just pop through here. Screw all these guys up. I'll skip this. There we go. Yeah, well, I control the place. It was even a rank 1, so I get full control over it, and I get one of these. If I can actually hit it. If I can actually hit it. Nice. Yeah, these guys just fly around the room, don't they? There. That didn't actually count as a... Are you serious right now? Okay, I'm guessing they're not going to let me unlock it yet. Generally, they explode into like 20 different pickups. Which is annoying. Alright. Oh, right. Wrong direction. There we go. So yeah, it's a bit weird that they let you jump back and forth between timelines as much as they do, but at the same time, it's not the worst thing in the world. And it's nice being able to play all the stages the way you want, and eventually you'll be able to, you know, go back and fight through all of them anyway. And with 28 stages, the game seems to have a fair bit of content. But you haven't seen the extra stages yet! Oh boy, wait until you see the extra stages. Hang on, got a lock on. You use your Mystic Code stuff via the D-pad, by the way. And stop hitting me, damn it! That's more like it. Sit down. Good night. Oh, my master's in trouble. That's not something I thought I'd say today. Better get back to him, like now. God, I wish I had a emergency go back to base button. I keep forgetting this guy's name. But thankfully it comes up in English. Darius Third. The Third. He's apparently a Berserker type. Sure, looks like the guy I call Berserk. Right, gotta get back to my master. If I don't get back to my master, I will fail. They aren't kidding. This... Oh, Jesus. He's losing health quick. Good thing I noticed. Okay, I think I stopped him from losing health. Thankfully, when you're in the same quadrant, room, arena as your master, you will actually get faster skill recharge time. And apparently that also healed him up completely, which I'm actually a fan of. Because, you know, screw trying to defend him with that little health left. Christ, I lost my train of thought. Bollocks. Right, come here. I lost my train of thought thanks to you, bastard. You get to die for it. Where's the last one? Die. There are other mechanics that are available in the brawling side of things. There's apparently a link system, which I assume that's what the relationship system in this game is, but I'll be damned if I can... I'll be damned if I'm actually any good at translating that stuff. Sector rank 2. Oh, bollocks. Right. And let me guess, this one's rank 2 as well. Oh, it's rank 1. Good. Yeah, you don't want to fight in the middle of rank 2s. It's just a waste of your time. And they're attacking the master again. Awesome. That's totally not a waste of my time. Wonderful. I have to get back to him pretty much as soon as I possibly can. Now that I've recovered this one sector before I have to go back and guard his ass again. Wonderful. See, this place has gone down to sector rank 1. This place is apparently sector rank 0. So I can just spend some time trying to beat the crap out of everything. If I can find where they actually are. There we go, where's the last one? Ran out of bloody skills, of course I did. There we go. Recovered. Now let's go and help Master again. They're usually not this aggressive. There we go. Rat bastards. They're all trying to leave. You can see those arrows up there saying that, hey, we're planning on going this way. And then I come along and say, no, you bloody don't. Can't say shit for the guy's ass. But he must die. Yep, it is a bit wild, it is a bit ridiculous, but nothing wrong with that. It's always the best kind of... You do have a block button, but I never use it. It's always the best kind of hack and slash game that can get absolutely ridiculous. Let's go back and actually kill this guy. That's more like it. You die now. Good night. There is mine now, after full-blown epilepsy. Good, let's go and conquer the rest of these areas. So I don't have to waste time to come back and get them later. Apparently I got a mission update. I have no idea what that says. Not great. There we go. Good night. Apparently I've got mates in all the other areas, so that's good. Oh, apparently this is one of the dudes I need to kill. That's nice. This stage is actually taking way longer than I expected it to. This is actually one of the longest stages in the game. They seriously take a lot less time than this under normal circumstances, but... I mean, I suppose I could rush it and, like, you know, not get an EX rank, but that's not my style. Sit down. So it looks like I have some other dudes to go beat if, that brought us down to 3 dudes left, which is not great. That's 1. Where's the other 2? Right, we lost that area up top, that makes sense. The character variety is pretty good. That's something I can talk about while I just wait for this stage to finish. There's a lot of different characters with a fair few different kinds of attacks. It doesn't really change the game that much past, you know, just spam away. There are some characters you do have to pay attention to with, like, their attack patterns. Just as an example, bloody Nero and Tamano need a little bit more strategy thought into them because they're not as just heavy. Where the fuck is this last dude? What the hell? Seriously? That's odd. Okay, never mind. Should be able to see, like, his health bar or something. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, the character variety is pretty good. There's a fair few different characters, and they all feel different enough. Let's see if I can get over there without, yeah, there we go. And boink. You're dealing with me now. Completely missed. Say goodnight. Smack. And then pull out the throw skill. There we go. Look at all the crap that's on screen, and the fact that it holds up so well with all of this shit going on is something else. And that's the end of that, but we just lost that one in the bottom right again, because screw that. Oh, here we go. Here's our final fight. Warning, it says. And just everybody starts bum rushing to where he is. You can just see all the friendly arrows just slowly moving towards him. It's too bad you can't command your dudes, but at the same time they're actually pretty intelligent. They can keep themselves out of trouble, and they will definitely go and help where they're needed. So it's not like it matters too much. Hello, ugly. Alright, let's beat him senseless. With a noble phantasm. That I will skip again, just so you don't have to watch it again. There we go. Skipped. And he's only 1 quarter damage. That is unfortunate. With these guys, you kind of need to get them into rush attacks, mainly because rush can do massive amounts of damage to them. I'll just up my everything while we're fighting him off. Good night. And now we can rush attack him with all of our mates, because we're all here in the one spot. And it didn't even do that much to him in the grand scheme of things. It's alright though, we're all here. We're all literally just... We've got him in a wall, and we're all going to beat him senseless. Because there's no bloody way he's getting out of this one alive. And that'll do it. My HUD's disappeared, which means we've successfully finished the stage. That's one big ass sword. Victory! Celebration Hobnob. Yep, if I had gone and gotten that one last sector, they would have given me a bloody EX, which would have actually gotten me a new Mystic Code to buy. But yeah, as you can see, all my install skills are getting upgraded here because I already had all of them, which is nice. And we'll see what side missions I completed. I completed Nero's, I completed his, I even completed the guy I was playing, I completed his, and I even completed his. So they all go up in relationship levels, and sometimes they'll give you extra install skills for leveling that up, but this time they didn't. So now I have to go and show you the extra mode, which is going to be interesting after I skip this cutscene. And save, because why not? Alright, so let's bail out of this mode by pressing the X button. And we'll pull up to the extra battle mode. So, extra battle is almost exactly what it sounds like. They're just bonus battles. And you can play them pretty much any order you like. You can only play them on the one difficulty, which is extra. And as you can see, there's a few that you can get. And by a few, I mean about 50. Yeah, and most of them aren't unlocked until you get to level 27. And as you can see, it's kind of meant for grinding because you need to... The recommended level for the final extra mission is 150. So you do really need to get some grinding in. We'll say that much. So we're going to play... This one will do, I suppose. It's a little under our level, which means it'll hopefully keep it nice and short. And I can bring along Lancelot. Alright, so I'll just hop into the menu real quick. Actually, no, there's one thing I have to do first. Just real quickly. Nero. And I got some bonuses from her for upgrading her relationship level. So if we back out, go into first person view. Boing. No, I wasn't joking. It's weird. I don't know why it does that. Especially when she stops moving. You'd think it'd be while she was still moving, but oh well. Let's get out Lancelot. And I need to level him up. Oh no, this is item crafting. What am I doing in here? Oh, time reduction. I don't even know what that is. Alright. Also, they can't spell treasure. If you ever play this game and you see the word treasure in it, at least in the Japanese version, you'll know they can't spell it. So, I'm just going to level him up to level 21 real quick. He's already got a bunch of everything equipped to him, so it's not like it matters too much. We can just go and hop straight in the mission. Easy done. Fight. I'm not sure if the extra battles have story to them. They do have voice clips, but they might just be voice clips taken from another part of the game. I can't be sure. I'll just skip the intro here. And this one too. Let's do this! First thing we'll do is we'll come over here and we will beat the crap out of the people trying to invade our sector. Lancelot hits like a fucking truck. Look at that. The animations, the absolute kick ass of Lancelot is awesome. Yes, we need to fight these guys off, then we need to pull back and protect our guy. And yes, Lancelot can literally pull out a pair of Uzis and just spray. That's one of his special attacks. Why? I don't know. Like, Lancelot. You would think. Alright. Oh, it's you again. I look forward to beating you up once more. Where are you? Back over this way. Here's what you get for screwing with me. So you can see a challenge mission has popped up in the top left there. I assume that means get to... Well, I'm guessing it means get to 420 combos 3 times. Or kill 420 enemies, or I don't know, but... Chances are I'm not going to pull it off, but thankfully the game doesn't really care. It just gives you another challenge mission. That's all it does. Like, it's actually kind of nice. You do what you feel like you can do, and the more you do, the more install skills you get. So the better you get. Easy. The fucking Uzis. Or, no, they're not Uzis, those look more like MP5s. Or, yeah, he's gone. Die. Lancelot is seriously great. I'm so disappointed I can't use him in the actual story. Maybe it's on the other branch that I haven't actually gotten around to yet. Still, he's cool. Oh, it's you again! Stop doing things. Ah, yes, the cube. The cube is a bad thing. What does it actually do? I have no fucking clue. It's just there sometimes. At least this is all like actual content, which is it's nice having just a bunch of extra missions to do to help you level up and get your shit in order after you've beaten the story by playing through every mission like 3 or 4 times. There's the last dude. Didn't even try to hit it there. Whoops. Beat him senseless. And the sector is mine. And my goal right now appears to be to do a little bit of raiding of their areas. So let's do that. There's a bunch of dudes here, actually. Might as well use my, might as well just kill some dudes. Seems like the best plan. Look, my teammates are even raiding, like, all the other places around side, and they're just, yeah, they're wiping the floor with them. Unfortunately, it looks like my servant, my master, I can say, is taking a fair bit of damage. So whatever I'm doing, I probably need to do it fast. Also, apparently I've completed 2 out of 3 of my special objectives. I'm not entirely sure what that is now. Maybe it's take over areas. Well, I'll know in like a minute when I take out this last dude here and let's see. Okay, so that's everybody. Yep, that was the challenge mission. Cool. I don't know what the 420 had anything to do with it. And apparently I need to do 3 something or others. God only knows what. Okay, moving on. Seriously, just this, it feels awesome to use Lancelot in this game because he just wrecks people. Nobody stands a chance when bloody Lancelot shows up. It's great. Right. Better go and try and sort out this funny cannon business. Now, will it actually let me hit this one up in the corner here? Yes, it will, and there's my skills. Very nice. Alright, who are we fighting here? Every hentai protagonist ever. Gilles de Rais. I don't even know who that is. It sounds like a historical figure. You can all just suck it. Jesus, like they all just charge me and I'm like, nope, sorry. Oh yeah, his health bar did not like that. Well, that's the end of that chapter. Oh great, a bunch of free Noble Phantasm energy when I was already at max. Let's see if I can get up to this other sector and just clear it out before the inevitable wave of reinforcements arrive. And I'll do my Noble Phantasm here just so you can see it. But yeah, see, look at that. 4 people just showed up immediately and I'm already taking out one of them. Yes, Lancelot hops on a bloody fighter jet. Takes it over. And just kamikazes the place. Boom. Shaka laka. Dash forward. Do the super attack. Keep him in the air and beat the crap out of him. Easy done. Now to head down south and continue the pattern of beating crap out of everyone who gets in my way. Straight to target. Bye now. go. Someone managed to sneak past. That's not great. And they're heading straight for home road. Not great either. Never can quite do everything yourself in this game, can ya? What's a doozy, these dudes? Try and get them out of the way as quickly as possible. Alright, I need to go back up the boss pretty much immediately. I'm sorry, what was that? Were you trying to attack me? Did I interrupt you? Sit down. While I just very quickly return over here to free this sector. Cool. I have no idea what my mission on this one is, and I'm not entirely fussed by it. Let's keep going. I really don't have much to say, have I? The game kind of speaks for itself. Oh, he just walked into the bloody shockwave and just paid for it dearly. Poor guy. If we head up this way... Oh, it's Darius 3 again. Wonderful. I'll drive attack this guy. That's what I'm talking about. Now you can just lie down and never bother me again. Come on. There we go. Now we head up north. Stop this guy from leaving his sector. Who is it? Oh, it's just one of these guys. Right. Look at all those bodies fly. Looks like we've got one more wave of dudes coming in, which is annoying since we've just passed the hour mark. But I don't care, this game's pretty cool. And it's her again. There is cutscenes. Okay. There wasn't. I don't think there was one in the battle that extra battle that I tried earlier. What the hell am I doing? I just hit start. Okay. Everybody just legs it to where the new enemy is. But thankfully this does appear to be the final enemy in the mission so far. Try and get down to her area so she can't, yeah, there we go. And now he does not get to escape. Come on, my drive skill. And we're done. Pretty easy when you back him into a corner and give him no way out. Just spam and spam and spam and spam all the little attacks. But yeah, there we go. That was an hour of Fate Extella Link. Let's see what we got. You are very clearly not standing on the ground. What? Alright, so I got a ton of extra money and lots of install skills. 5 pages worth of them. Cool. How to do for the side missions. Everybody. Cool. And some extra install skills for that. And I get a new Mystic Code. I'm pretty sure that's what that message says anyway. Overwrite my save file, because why not? But yeah, there you go. That was a look at Fate Extella Link, or at least its Japanese version. So I can't really tell you anything about the story. What I can tell you, though, is that the brawling is really good. They've done a really good job in tuning it and polishing it and making it look and feel pretty amazing in comparison to most of the other hack and slashes on the Vita. All the characters are relatively unique and have their own unique skills, and considering that you've got like 4 skills bound to the face buttons, it doesn't get boring anywhere near as fast as a similar sort of beat 'em up would. And yeah, I mean, there's an English version coming, so I'd tell you to wait for that one, but if you absolutely can't wait, the link to buy this is in the description and you'll help me out immensely. So there you go. This has been Blue Maxima, and I will see you all next time.